up, you guys? DollFace Trucker in the house. What's up with everybody today? I'm sorry I haven't been able to say hi to you guys. Let's get some of this light. It's really bright in here. What's up, Jeremy? I gotta fix some stuff up real quick for y'all, so it's not so bright. Y'all know I'm always trying to. I need to get a. What up, Clue? I need to get a. What up, Jork? What up, Infinite and Princess? Oh, that's cool. I'm in Washington. I'm excited to be in Washington. Finally, I haven't been out here in forever. What up, R? It's hot in here too. So it's hot, y'all. I'm about to come out these clothes in a minute. Sheesh. Let's get this air over here. What's up, JJ? What up, Jerry and Joseph? Hey. Y'all, I am in Washington. I didn't know we had a drop yard out here, so that's cool. What's up, Danny? And I'm going to deliver, no stripper moves. I'm going to deliver DollFace transport, exactly. Yep. This thing is bothering me. It's just going to be bright. I haven't been to Washington in like a long time, and I'm excited because it's so beautiful out here. And I went through Snoqualmie Pass. I did a little bit of video on it, but it was just a little bit because I was driving. I was in the middle of driving, so I might post it, I might not, but I was excited to come back out here because it's not humid, it's cool. I think it was like 60 degrees. I cannot, it's so hot right now. I want to go in the back, but I need to get like a tripod or something. Pink Baby Doll has one. I'm like, I want to steal that idea. But, so I was excited to come back out here because of how beautiful it is, and it's not hot and it's not humid, feels good, and I love the mountains. Thank you, Hursty. And you know, just Washington is like the epitome of where I would love to live for the rest of my life. What up, Bert? So then I have to deliver in Portland, Oregon. Then I go to, I don't remember exactly what he said, but I know I have to go through, hey Barb, I was going to call you like 3 days ago, but I figured it out, and then I was like, okay, I got it. When I'm driving, I forget to call everybody because I'm listening to trials and trying to get, you know, ready for all of that. But anyway, so I'm going through Montana. That's exciting to me. And I haven't been in Montana since I've been driving. What up, Keon? So I'm excited about that. And then I'll be going home. What up, Ricky? So my mom is living with me. I moved from Vegas. You're in Portland, Barb? No, you're not. I am in... Where am I at? I just looked. I'm in Pacific, Washington. How far is that from Portland? An hour or two, maybe? But like, I left Vegas to get away from I just wanted to get away. boyfriend. Now she has to live with me. That's how I'm feeling about it. I guess there'll be somebody at home with the kids, right? So you're right across from the river. So are you close to me in Pacific, Washington? I'm at our little drop yard because, you know, there wasn't any parking anywhere in Washington unless you pay for it. I was not really caught up in the hurricane. I was in Louisiana during the hurricane. What up, F7? I can't wait to go to Montana. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm so excited. And then there's this truck stop right up the street. I got steak. Look at that. Steak. 2 pieces. It's so bomb. Oh my gosh. Oh, so guess what? I'm all over the place. Guess what? I started the keto diet again. And I'm excited because it's day 3. And I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. It's like 90% keto, like it's 95% keto, like 5% low carb. I feel like it's hard for me to like quit carbs being on the truck, because when I'm done driving I don't be feeling like cooking, so it's hard for me to cut carbs like cold turkey. So what I chose to do was, if I go through the whole day without eating carbs, I'm only going to eat carbs 1 time per day if I need to, and I'm going to not eat a lot of carbs. Like yesterday I had a burrito, which was, what up King, which was the carbs was the rice and the tortilla shell, which versus eating a cupcake and some cookies and a sandwich and ice cream and, you know, all that stuff. So today I had a McDonald's pie and a cup of ice cream because I have to mix that together. The day before that I did not have any carbs. So I feel like this would be the easiest way for me to, you know, get her done as far as the keto diet. So I have some steak right now. It is pumpkin pie. That's what's up. Send me down for down tired at work showing, but I didn't see what I didn't go to. Damn, that sucks. So I have some cabbage and some beef and some chicken and some steak in my refrigerator. I have the steak here, but and I've been eating a lot of eggs. Oh gosh, I love eggs. I don't know why I love eggs so much. They're so good. And I'm eating a lot of eggs, and I'm back on a keto diet. I prayed about it. I want to lose weight so bad. I prayed, I cried, I wanted to lose weight bad. But that's what's up, King. So, yeah. Keto, here we come. I was gonna cook today, but I decided not to. I delivered my load early. It was due tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. and I decided to deliver it today at noon. They took it, thank God. But I have another load due to pick up in the morning at 8 a.m. So I was like, what a good time to do the video. I'm sorry I didn't do the video of going to the caves. I didn't go to the caves. That was a mistake on my end. There were no caves. I went to the Ozarks, which I thought were the caves, but they're not the caves. So, anywho, I don't have nothing to talk about today. I had, you know, my little titles and stuff. Maybe I will talk about something. Let's see. Somebody asked me, how did I get my CDL? I keep getting that question. So, I'm going to answer it. No, I'm not. No. I need to put that in the title of the video. And I don't want to repeat myself. I had a good experience with what? With who? What do you mean? I'm hungry though. Y'all, I'm about to eat. Very soon. Very, very, very soon. This is not going to be a long video. I figured DLT was doing a blitz because I have been getting pulled in. Well, I have to pull into every way station, but every single way station has been scaling me. Usually I'll pull in and I'll get the bypass, but today, yesterday, the day before yesterday, the day before that, like big time pulling everybody in. I'm like, what the hell? Everybody. So I didn't scale out this this load. So I was like cringing every time I went through the don't do that. That's a rookie mistake. Don't do that. Every time I went to the scales, I was cringing, but until I got to see my weights, and I was nowhere near over. I was like 31, 31, 11. I don't know, but no, we don't have pre-pass because what did they say? There's a reason they explained something. They said most of our lanes that we travel, we don't really go through way stations. I don't know, but if we want it, we gotta pay for it. Basically, I'm not paying for it because like my regional route, I really hardly ever go through way stations. I do have a suspension gauge. I use that. So if it's not over like 60 psi, I don't worry about it. I couple that with what's on my bill of ladings. Like if it's gonna be 35,000, 41,000, 45,000, I'm scaling definitely. I don't scale unless it's over like 40,000. But you know, my regional route, I don't really have to go through way stations. I just thought about something. I'm about to take that with me. Oh shit. Okay, look. For y'all mechanics out there, right? Somebody told me this yesterday. He was like, why is your engine so loud? I'm like, what do you mean? He was like, your engine is really loud. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. He told me to pop my hood and my fan. Okay, so you have the fan. I know there's a fan clutch. That's not what I'm talking about. I know there's bearings inside the fan. That's not what I'm talking about. The whole unit, or that fan unit, is called what? Because he said that it shouldn't move freely. Like I shouldn't be able to turn it. And he said it shouldn't wobble. And it wobbles just a little bit. So what is that thing called? I think it was like the fan. I don't know, but I need to know because I need to figure out if it's bad or not, and how long do I have to drive on it, because I got to go through the mountains. I'm really going through the Rocky Mountains, so I don't want. He said if it breaks, it's gonna go through my radiator. No, it's not the clutch fan. The fan clutch is not that. I want to say the fan rotor, because there's fan bearings. It's bearings behind. What did he say? I don't remember, but I just know the fan wobbles and you could turn it. And he said there's something about some type of force. And positive force and negative force. Let the force be with you, Star Wars now. So if I have my key in the on position, I should not be able to turn the fan. I didn't test that theory. On the off position, I can turn the fan with my finger. He has positive force, I think. So when his truck was off, he couldn't turn the fan with his finger. He's saying the fact that I could turn the fan with my finger when my truck is off is bad. No, my truck does not run hot at all. The fan is extra loud though, but it does not run hot. So yeah, I'm gonna be all over the place today because I have nothing to talk about. I'm well, Jay. How are you? When the truck is off, I can't turn it at all. Really? See what? Yeah, I don't know. What kind of truck do you have? I have a T680. Does that matter? Because he had a Peterbilt. I'm going through the Rockies. If my if my geography is correct, I'm going through Montana and North Dakota, South Dakota. I haven't been through there. I have not been to North and South Dakota at all. I've been through Montana with my trainer, but not through North and South Dakota. So I think I'm gonna be taking with the 90. Let's look and see. I don't know. Every time I get on live, I get hungry as shit. I am regional, but if I'm not going home anytime soon, I tell him to send me go. I'm ready to go. Let's go everywhere, everywhere. So, I'll be on 90. I haven't traveled 90 yet. I guess it's good to do it now before it starts snowing. But I heard it was snowing in Montana last week. I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Come on, what is going on? I want to go to Canada. I guess my GPS wants to show me near in Canada because I'm near Canada. I'll use this one. I was hungry, y'all. I'll be going through Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota. But I forgot what state he said I'll be going to. Missouri? No. I want to go to Canada. Maybe tricks. No, it's not Washington. So I'll be going east. So I'll be going through Idaho, Montana, North and South Dakota. So that's Nebraska, that's Kansas, that's Michigan. What's above? I'm so bad at geography, y'all. Wyoming, no. It's next to, is that Kansas? St. Louis? No, it's not Idaho. It's next to North and South Dakota. Borders Canada. What up, Frankie? Why don't I know this? What is my problem? I'm terrible. I should know these things. Let's see if Minnesota. That's where I'm going. It started with an M. Yeah. Because I was thinking Missouri. And he was saying he's from Minnesota. My DM was like saying he's from Minnesota. So, yeah. I'm going to Minnesota. I don't even think I've been to Minnesota. What is the, Barbara's awesome, man. I'm telling you, she know every fucking thing. Like, Barbara's fucking good. I'm telling you. Watch all my videos and look and just read her comments. She's so awesome. She's like for real awesome. But okay, so Minnesota. What is the abbreviation for Minnesota? Because I don't remember. I know Missouri is M-O. Michigan is M-I, right? Minnesota, M-N? M-N, yep, M-N. M-S is Mississippi. What up, Brandon? M-N. Have I been to Minnesota? What's the capital of Minnesota? Dude, I don't remember none of this. What's the capital? Minneapolis, Minnesota? Really? I've never been to Minnesota. I don't remember none of that. I think I have to have been to Minnesota though. What's out there? Minneapolis. I believe I've been there though. Like in and out or something. I don't know. But okay. So that means I'll be going through Idaho, Montana, North Dakota, then Minnesota. I don't know, but I'm excited because all that's along Canada, and it's nice and cool. I don't got to worry about the heat. Hopefully, there's gonna be a little bit of snow. I'll be cool with that too. And I'm all for it. I'm ready for the weather. I am ready for it. I love Washington, man. I wish I could just stay here. So beautiful. So beautiful. It smells good. The air is clear. I would love to live in Canada, though. That would be great. Canada would be awesome. So, look. I need to eat some food. Are you guys watching? Hello, no. 73 and partly cloudy. I think it was like 70 when I shut down. I was in, where was I at? Snoqualmie, right? Beautiful. It was like 50 up there this morning. I just want to live in the mountains. I'm gonna be a mountain lady with a whole bunch of German shepherds. Yeah. Wait a minute, did I even finish? Did I finish? Did I finish what I was gonna say? He's like, yeah, we're watching. Edward, thank you again. I'm glad you checked in so I can tell you thank you live. Are y'all watching the trial about the cop that walked in to the guy's house and shot him? Are you watching that? Have you heard about it? I'm listening to that trial and it's cool as fuck. It's interesting. I cannot wait to go to law school. You don't understand. It's about to be on and popping. My shirt is like, ugh. Okay, so yeah, it was not this is how I feel about it because I'm watching the case and I believe she was so what you been doing? You work now? I drive trucks. I've always driven trucks. But she was so engulfed in her own thing and what she was doing. She may have went to the wrong apartment. His door may have been ajar. She may have thought it was her own apartment. Now, this is where she was all fucking wrong. When as soon as she walked into that apartment and saw somebody was in there and she thought it was her apartment, police officer should have kicked in. She should have been like, oh shit, so there's a burglar in my apartment. Police protocol should have kicked in. She should have seen the fact that the TV was on, his computer was on, the light. Yeah, that's what happened in Dallas. The light is shining in on the apartment. She should have... Say a command. I'm not talking to you. She should have seen that that's not her apartment. She should have seen that it's not hers. And so police training should have kicked in. And she should have called for backup. She should have de-escalated the situation, called for backup, got herself in a safe position. Automatically shooting 2 shots, that's not what a trained officer would do. A trained officer would, that's the last thing he wants to do is shoot his gun. And everything that I know about police officers, you probably would have done the same thing as a civilian. But everything I know about police officers, their protocol is if there's a burglar situation, just anything, you can't be quick to just pop off your gun. Right? You can't. You can't be quick to just shoot somebody. And she's been a police officer for 4 years. So You can't just, no. They're still human, but so that means every burglar call that she goes to, she's gonna shoot them because she's human and she got scared. That's what you're trying to tell me. The protocol was, if they are not approaching you with deadly force, you do not, first of all, with all police departments, you don't match deadly force with undeadly force. If there's no deadly force coming at you, you don't use deadly force at them. So that's number one. Now number two is, protocol is, if there is a burglar, if whatever the case may be, and you're not in danger of your life, you're going to get yourself to a safe position until backup arrives, right? And you're going to call for backup if backup is not already on its way. So what you're not going to do is just shoot aimlessly into an apartment that you claim is so dark and you can't see. But like, it don't match up. She was so tired, she couldn't recognize it was her apartment yet, and it was so dark she couldn't see. Do you listen? It was so dark she couldn't see inside the apartment to even recognize it was not her apartment. She was so tired that she didn't recognize it was her own apartment. Yet she clearly saw that he was coming at her, and she clearly saw that she was in danger for her life, and she clearly felt like she clearly shot him and killed him. In the front door of his apartment, there's a red carpet, bright red, like bright red carpet in front of his door. She don't have a carpet in front of hers. Secondly, it wasn't dark in that apartment. The TV was on, and the TV and the computer was on. Third, she said that he was coming at her, but where he lay dying on the floor, what up, Mooch DMG? Where he lay dying on the floor, he never made any steps towards her. So everything that she said basically is a lie. She may have said that she thought she went into the wrong apartment, but at that moment when she thought she went into the wrong apartment and she saw somebody who she thought was a burglar inside her apartment, she should have went into police protocol and did what she was supposed to do as a police officer. So I don't think she'll get first degree murder. I don't even think she'll get second degree murder. I think she will get manslaughter, because that's reckless and what are the elements? Knowingly, purposely, knowingly, recklessly, and negligently. So there's 4 tiers. Yeah, she went into homeowner protocol, but guess what? As a police officer, you're always on duty. She didn't even do CPR on him. She shot him and ran out of the apartment, and then ran back in and then ran out. She didn't even do CPR. The other officers that got there, they immediately started doing CPR. He's just laying there dying while she's on the phone, and she was texting somebody. Her boyfriend at the time, she was texting him while she was she was on the phone with 911. Mind you, I want to be a defense attorney, not a prosecutor, but I had her side. But the evidence is fucking overwhelming. How are you sexting somebody at the same time that you just shot somebody and you're on the fucking phone with 911? Why you didn't do CPR on this man? They said they felt a faint heartbeat when they got there. The other officers got there to do CPR on him. You probably could have saved his life, but instead you were worried about texting your fucking boyfriend. Like, that pisses me off. So anyway, there's 4 elements to the crime. Just think about it like this. You have first degree murder, second degree murder, manslaughter, reckless homicide, or something like that. So in order to get first, and then these are how the elements work. Reckless first degree murder is going to be, you have to knowingly, you have to purposely, number 1, in this order. Number 1, you have to purposely. 2, knowingly. 3, recklessly. 4, negligently. committed a crime. That's murder 1, or premeditated murder. Murder 2, you take out the purposely. You got to have knowingly, recklessly, and negligently. That's murder 2. Manslaughter is you just recklessly and negligently. And the last one is you just negligently. So she was negligent in her actions. She was reckless in her actions. She may not have purposefully did it. She may not have knowingly did it. Like, she didn't knowingly say, I know I'm gonna go and shoot this person. I premeditated it and I planned it out. That's not what happened. She walked into what she thought was her apartment and she shot the man who she thought was an intruder. But she was reckless and negligent, because reckless is like, for example, if you shoot a gun in air and the bullet, the cast off falls and hits somebody in the head, and then they run and get hit by a truck and die. That's being reckless with a gun. Being negligent and reckless. So that's manslaughter. So she was negligent and reckless in the fact that she's a police officer and she was just recklessly shooting her gun. Then she was negligent in rendering aid. She was negligent in how she was supposed to do her job. So I don't think she'll get murder 1 or murder 2, but she would definitely get manslaughter. Watch what I tell you. Unless defense, we're only still hearing the prosecution's case in chief, so I don't know. Unless defense got some fucking rabbit trick up their sleeve. One of the neighbors said that they heard 2 people meeting and talking before the shots went off. So that proves that she was negligent and reckless, because then that proves that he actually opened the door and met her at the door and then retreated into his apartment because she put out a gun and started shooting him, which matches up with part of what prosecution said, because they said the way the angle of the bullet was, either he was crouching down, like hiding, or he was standing up from the couch. So if he was hiding, then if he opened the door and met her at the door, noticed she had a gun, ran back into his apartment to hide, turned around, I don't know. That's not either here nor there yet. But she would have been better off just doing what any fucking police officer would do. As soon as she saw somebody in her apartment, retreat, go and do what other police officers would do, which is leave, go find safety. You're at the door, hide behind the wall, call for backup, because you don't know who else is in a dark apartment that you can't see. You can't see shit. You can't see nothing. You don't know how many people are behind that door. If it's so dark, you don't know what's in there. Are there bombs? Are there guns? Or is it a fucking ambush? You don't know. You're a cop. People hate cops. So why would you go firing a gun? Because if it was any other situation, just like that one, any other officer, just like her, they would have retreated to safety, behind the wall, closed the door, called for backup. First of all, they would have already had backup, but since she was off/on duty, she would have supposedly retreated to safety, called for backup, because she don't know what's behind that door, who's all in that apartment. So that's where she fucked up at. So I'm excited to see what happens. This is a really exciting trial for me. I'm not taking no phone calls from nobody while this trial is going on. I don't want to miss any evidence. My whole day stops. I just drive until I hear the information. She takes her radio. They take the radio home. She took her radio home, so she had a radio. She took it home. She had her phone. She was texting her boyfriend, sending Snapchat messages, which later on she deleted some fucking messages out of her phone. There will be a riot. That's definitely true. I believe that. But I don't feel like it's racially inclined, unless they like I said, it's still prosecution's case in chief. So unless prosecution pulls out some shit that says, you know, they met prior to this incident in that apartment building. I don't think it's racial in that aspect of what y'all are thinking it is. I think it's racial in the aspect of, if it was a white man in her apartment, she wouldn't have been charged. But because it's a black man in the apartment, I don't know. Where was I going with that? She only shot him because he was black. She saw a big black man. She's only 5'3". She saw a big black man in her apartment, and that's why she shot him. That's as far as race as I think it goes. I don't think it's a whole racial thing going on. It was a white woman. Get away with killing this woman. Well, she didn't get a slap. She already got fired from her job. Now, all the other other cops who shot black people, they're still working for their perspective, or they're like relieved without pay, or relieved with pay, or whatever R. Kelly. But they are still in somewhat getting paid by the police department. She got fired, so she's not even working with them, and a lot of them don't even get indicted. They don't get indicted, or if they do get indicted, or if they go before a grand jury, it doesn't even go any further. So that's, I don't know. I don't think there's any prejudice or anything going on. I just think that she saw a big black man in her fucking she saw a big black man in her house. She shot him because there's a big black man in her house. I mean, she was too busy. Paid administrative leave. See, Barb, I'm telling you, fucking Barb. Damn it, I'm about to make a t-shirt. It's gonna say fucking Barb. Yes, she's awesome with 2 thumbs up. What up, all heart? Barb is awesome. You know you the shit. She's awesome. I'm really guilty for not calling people when I said I was going to, so I'm sorry about that. Just during the day, I like to, do what I do as far as listening to stuff and stuff. But paid administrative leave, yeah. I really think she's gonna get manslaughter. I think she was, I gotta remember what it's negligent, because I know what reckless is, but negligent homicide. You gotta go to a mega company regardless, either way it go, to get your experience. Adam, we're just gonna ignore Adam, okay, y'all? That's murder. Manslaughter isn't good enough. Well, I mean, they can't prove that it can't be second degree murder, because she didn't knowingly shoot somebody. Like, knowingly, recklessly, and negligently would be everything. Think about somebody planning a murder for weeks and then they kill somebody. That's murder 1, right? Murder 2 is all of that but no planning. So it can't, she didn't knowingly kill him. You need to be a DollFace. DollFace page. You're too old. You don't need to be on a DollFace page. You're too old. She didn't knowingly, like, she knew that she was gonna go shoot him. She knew somebody was in her apartment and she knew she was gonna shoot him. And she didn't plan on shooting anybody. So that's why she can't get murder 1 or 2. The only thing she can get really is manslaughter or negligent homicide. It's not capital murder. It's not capital murder because capital murder would have to have all elements of the crime. It would have to have purposefully, knowingly, recklessly, and negligently, and it don't have all of those elements. In order to get capital murder, you have to have all of the elements of the crime have to be met. I know for a fact that she didn't premeditate it. She didn't. Yeah, right, dude. She didn't premeditate nothing. So there's no way to get capital murder. There's no fucking way. She didn't premeditate anything. Or unless, I mean, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Shit, the trial ain't over yet. We don't know. Prosecution might pull an ace out the hole. There might be text messages saying, I hate this dude in my apartment complex. I want to kill him. He stayed right below me or above me, and he always be stomping and smoking weed, and I hate this big black dude, and I don't, you know, then I'm about to kill him, and I'm gonna make it seem like it's a fucking break-in. So yeah, that we don't know yet. She broke 2 laws: breaking and entering and murder. That's a capital case in Texas. Can you prove that she was breaking and entering though? Because you gotta prove it. If she also, there's a defense to all of this that we're talking about, mistaken fact defense. And she mistakenly walked into his apartment, she can't get the breaking and entering because that's a mistaken fact defense, and that is a defense in Texas. Thank you for which company you recommend. I'm sorry, I didn't know this is off topic, just saying lie. I'd say go with a company that doesn't require a contract. I went with Knight. Knight was pretty good. How many years? You could probably get 20, 40 years, 10 years. For the fact that she went to court, she might get life. She's facing life in prison. Didn't she know him or was involved with him? We don't know that yet. Besides, if you can afford the school road, do that instead of being tied to a company for 6 months to a year. That's true. If you can afford to go to a school, get your CDL and all of your endorsements through a school, so then you don't have to sign a contract with the company, and you can just go to a company and you already have your CDL. If you go with a company and get your CDL through the company, you want to go with a company that doesn't require a contract. And the only company I know like that is Knight. Maybe Sierra England, but I wouldn't say go to Sierra England. She did complain earlier about him making loud noises downstairs, so come on now. Look, I thought about that. Like, there was a noise complaint earlier, but nobody said that she was the one who complained. She was supposed to have been at work, actually. But if they could prove that she was the one who made that noise complaint, oh my God. That changes the whole course of the trial. CRST. Little hot stuff, you looking nice, girl. Thank you, Paul. What up, Chef? If she isn't convicted, all black people's lives are at risk, even in your own house, to the members of the police. I don't believe that. The man came in her home. She got right to blow him. People to keep him home. I want to be a police officer, y'all. Remember that, right? So I don't talk about that stuff. And listen to Barbara. She say no CRST, then don't do it. But my thing is, how do you go to the wrong house if you live downstairs and you go upstairs? That says a lot. Well, I could say this. In her defense, I could say this. When I used to live in Vegas, right? I used to go to the wrong floor in a hotel room. But, like I said, she was sexting. She was sexting. She was on the phone with her boyfriend, sending pictures. Because there was a thing saying like, he said, when can I come over to see you? And she said, after this. And then she sent a picture. Or vice versa. Somebody sent the picture and somebody replied, like that. So this is all happening while she's on the phone, driving on the way to the apartment. She could have been so fucking thirsty for this man that she could have got off on the wrong floor and went to the wrong apartment. But had she have looked up, she would have saw the numbers, she would have saw the carpet rug. She's only been living there for 2 months. So in her defense, I can understand that. If she's so engulfed in that conversation, I can see her going to the wrong apartment. Are you the type of officer that will be honest? I am the type of officer that will be honest. I definitely am. But I'm learning about, I've already known it. I've kind of like put it out of my head though, but I don't know, man. People just don't like officers. And I'm also thinking about like being an attorney. Like, attorneys have bounties over their head too. Her apartment was the first floor. She had no reason to go to the other. Her apartment was on the 4th floor. The apartment she mistakenly went to... No, her apartment was on the 3rd floor. The apartment she mistakenly went to was on the 4th floor, I believe. Or vice versa. Either she was on the 3rd and went to the 4th, or she was on the 4th and went to the 3rd. So... she has not been drinking. They already did toxicology and all that stuff. If you see a cop doing wrong, will you put them in line? No, I won't. I'm not trying to get blackballed. One on Doll now, if he was texting live downstairs, live downstairs, as soon as you step up, you're going to down like, what am I doing? So there's this documentary on Netflix about corrupt cops and other cops in the force trying to call those cops out. Cops were ended up dead. They came up missing. They got blackballed. They got harassed because they were calling out the corrupt cops. So I'm just do my job, keep my head down, keep my ears and eyes open, keep my mouth shut, and do my job. That's true, Rodney. Like, I don't trust them, but I don't give them problems because I know what obstacles do. When did we start getting on the elevator, not pushing what floor we're getting off? That's a good fucking, Wait, no. She drove. Y'all almost had me caught up for a minute. She drove to the 4th floor and walked to the little breezeway that goes into the building. So she wasn't paying attention to what floor she parked on. She was parked on the 4th floor. She should have been parked on the 3rd floor. No, she lived on the 3rd floor. I'll check her out. Cheryl Dorsey. Nope. She lives on the 3rd floor, and she got off, and she parked on the 4th floor. So she skipped her floor, parked on the 4th floor, and walked from her car into the doors, into the hallway, down the hall to the apartment. His apartment was 378, or his apartment was 478. Her apartment was 378. So it's directly above her is where his apartment is at. She's 378, or I don't know exact numbers, but I know that it matched. The only difference is the 3 and the 4, either 1478 or 1378, something like that. But I just know he's directly above her. So it's very likely that she could have mistaken. She could have went parked on the wrong floor and did that. But I mean, I don't contest that she got off. I don't contest that she went to the wrong floor. I don't contest that she mistakenly thought that was her apartment. I'm okay with that. It's her actions after she realized she was at the wrong apartment. After she opened that door and saw somebody else in what she thought was her apartment, everything else after that was illegal. So, and the law that they're trying to say is, I don't know if he was becoming a preacher. He did have a red carpet, that's true. But like I said, if you're sexing, you so engulfed in sex and shit like that, maybe I can't even imagine doing that. I can't imagine being, nah. She must be thirsty. Like, she might not be getting none. I don't know, but I can't even imagine being. If that's what happened, if she was so caught up in this conversation and this sexting with her boyfriend to where she killed somebody behind it, nigga, she don't need to be fucking nobody. She need to go to jail, cause that's reckless as fuck and negligent. So no, I don't know if he was becoming a preacher or not, but I just know that, you know, after everything that she did after she got to that apartment, she was in her uniform, in her cop uniform. So her gun was on her holster on her side. And it's crazy. Everything she did after she found out there was a big black man in what she thought was her apartment was wrong. What's up, Derek? Nothing much. Just talking to y'all. Getting ready to eat something. I don't know what it's gonna be. I know I'm gonna eat some steak. Alright, Marcelo. Thank you. Really? No, see, don't listen to the media. We don't know nothing yet other than what comes out, and there's a gag order put on that case. So whatever you heard in the media is wrong. Yes, situational awareness. Fat black and green. Ew. Yeah, she should have retreated back and called for help. Seems like her lack of situational awareness caused the whole problem. It's a major part of cop training. That's true. But okay, so that's where the problem lies, like Barb said, right? If somebody, man, listen, Adam, can you cut it out, please? Just cut it out. That Subway sandwich you ate earlier was good as fuck. What was I gonna say, y'all? Shit. Situational awareness. So if she had poor situational awareness when it came to her house, then how does she act on the street as an officer? She got promoted to the CRT, the crime response team. So if you got promoted from a patrol officer to the crime response team, you have to be good at something, right? So how do you fuck up so terribly in that situation? So that you mean to tell me that every time you go to a burglary call, a domestic violence call, any call where there's a big black man, because there's a lot of black folks in Texas, a big black man behind a door, you gonna automatically shoot him because it's dark and you're tired? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. It don't make sense at all. So she was perpetrating a fraud. Her priority was her boyfriend in Texas, which he didn't even want to be there. He did not want to be there for shit. Thank you, King. Share that black cock with anyone else. Her boyfriend was not black. Look, this is only day 2 of the trial. So we don't know what else the state has. Is it day 2 or 3? What's today? Tuesday? Yeah, I never remember. Until I can go to TA and get my little calendar. That's the only way I know what day it is. I never remember what day it is if I don't have my little calendar. But I'm hungry. I just saw a cab. I'm tripping. Okay, whatever. Sorry. See, I'm at Freightliner because we have a drop lot here in Washington at Freightliner because there's no parking, which is right next to Wilson Trucking or something like that. And somebody just ordered a cab so they can go get some food, I bet. And that just made me think of like some of the best food I've had in Washington. Oh my God. What up, CA? I was just thinking about you. I swear I was. And I'm like, he ain't been in here in a minute. I didn't say nothing though. But yeah, she's supposed to go shoot every big black dude that she encounters behind a door because I don't know. Can I say something about joining night translation? What should I do before coming there? Should I get my CDL permit before coming there? Yes, you should. You should get your CDL permit. Which American was like hurricane? You just had a short way. How long you stay out at a time? I usually go home every week. So, if I stay out though, then it's because I don't want to go home yet. I'm gonna stay out for the next couple of months because of the holidays. Something just came across my thought process. The highway hitter. Clarence. Both of y'all, don't mention H-Town, okay? There's this guy in particular I don't want in my group. I don't want him watching my lives. I blocked him. But if he decides to change his name or get another shit or whatever the case may be, I need to know if he's in here. So, if it's who I think it is, you're getting blocked. So, for future reference, do not mention H-Town, Houston, even though I live there. Don't mention it because I don't want this man in my shit, man. He had the nerve to fucking call me. He called me. And I hung up on him. Then he texted me and said, "You're full of yourself." No, I'm not. You disrespected me and hung up on my face, so I don't want to talk to you no more. There's nothing to talk about because you hung up on me. So, how am I full of myself? But, thank you. That was really a waste of time because as soon as Nas, you get the permit, you realize it's coming behind unless you're going to the school and you have to LA train. Yeah, no, you want to get your, you can't go tonight without your permit. You have to have your permit in order to go to truck driving school with night transportation. And that's the only person, that's the only company that I know of that will allow you to come without any CDL experience, without even having a CDL. I believe that's the only company because yeah, I believe that's the only company. I called around when I first started and I couldn't find anybody. Oh my God. Listen to this. 1,000 to 2,000 a week, Class A sand oil field driver, $104,000 yearly. Okay, what y'all doing? Is it a standoff between a cab and a truck? Come work for free. It's not a bad company. I'm on South Beach Regional, not so much of a dedicated account. But I she hung up on her. See this will come change your policy also. You have to bring a permit with you. Oh, okay. Oh, that clown. Join Panther 299 drive for a fleet owner 60/40 split. Really? I never heard of Panther. Royal Wisconsin allows you without a CDL. Well, trucking has changed down. At Swift, you don't have to have anything. Come as you are. Oh, Lord. What have I been up to? Just driving. Driving and driving and driving and driving. Creek gonna have you out way too long. You'll be part of the truck. Here's where the money at for sure. They got guys making $2,000 a week. First of all, just know this. If you do not have a CDL, you will be driving OTR. It's very rare that you will find a company, very rare, I'm gonna emphasize very rare, that you will find a company that will hire you straight out of school and you do local or dedicated. That's very rare. You have to learn, if you're getting your CDL, if you just got your CDL like a month ago, not even that long, like if you just got your CDL, you've never driven a truck before, you have to go OTR and get your experience, because you got to do mountain driving, you got to do all weather, rain, sleet, snow, summertime. You got to learn what happens with your tires if they get too hot, if they get too cold, inflation, mountain driving, hill driving, Jake brakes, like all of that. You have to learn all of that. So it's very rare that you'll find a company that will let you drive for them without no experience whatsoever, and you're gonna drive a local position, because you don't even know how to back the truck up really. You don't really know how to handle going downhill. That's part of training. No, they don't last. They lease and don't know Creek company driver pull over 1,400 stuff on. And so that's gross, but monthly lease is flies trucking. It's no lie. You know the one. Anybody know where I can get a good regular paying job, $15-$20 an hour in Dallas? Go to Amazon. Hold on. Wait, sorry about that. Correct. Just starting out, you have to go to her. Right. The money is in you and how you drive long and it's freight, but at Panther, you negotiate and get bonuses on loads. You can accept or turn down what you want, or bring your own truck. Nothing but local jobs in Dallas. Bro, try wrong. See you later, Barb. You do not have to start out OTR. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. I brought the green book. Got the green book going on, okay? There's certain things that you have to have on training. You have to do a certain amount of training. And the only way to, and you have to have a certain type of training. And the only way to get that training, really, I don't know, I might be wrong. Special training requirements. Let's look. Maybe it says it, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Well, you're a special occurrence, because a lot of companies, somebody Google, look it up. Somebody look it up. Look up that company he's talking about. Panther Trucking. Look up Panther. Entry-level driver training requirements. 8501. Did my phone just ring? Again? No fly trucking is HVAC. Take off independent contractors. Oh, okay, well, we're talking about 18-wheelers, semi-trucks. So, do you guys have 18-wheelers to honest? Or am I just like being totally just wrong? I see a lot. Wait, Panther, are those the ones that got the really... I just saw one. Like, in here somewhere. Never mind, that was Black Horse Carriers. Is Panther like the one that got the short trailer, but they have sleeper trucks? Okay. I think I've seen them before. I still think those are different requirements, though. I don't know what a fucking straight truck is, y'all. A Walmart truck calling a tanker. I require CDL. It's like U-Haul, but that's Class B. Okay, so do you have to have a Class A license to drive a Panther? What's up, Sunset Trucker? Are you out with a sleeper? Okay, I got what you're saying. I got it now. I get it. I'm interested to see what this is. Did you know this is the updated book, and there's driver training requirements before February 7th of 2020, and then there's driver training requirements on and after February 7th, 2020. I need to get the new updated green book if you don't already have it. Down truck like a little truck. I guess you have to drive a truck. If you drive a truck or trailer. Okay. Whenever this guy's first trucking job and brought truck control home. It's a garbage hauler. I don't think we'd bring a garbage hauler home. That would be like an environmental thing, right? Like environmental hazard. Okay, fly trucking. That's what's up. It's straight. Most important thing is the environmental part. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, they're in Vegas, and I just moved from Vegas, so that didn't work for me. I can show you the settlements on a tractor trailer. We also put government hazmat battery to 1,200 here. I'm not moving back to Vegas just to make that type of money. But what I will do is stay on the road until wintertime is over, and then I might go local after winter. Especially after winter. Like in January, I might start local, and then sleepers on some of those things are bigger than the ones we try. I bet they are, but I might go local in like January or something if I'm gonna do it in Houston because it won't be so hot, and I can get my experience and train whatever I need to do then. Or I might work for the warehouse. I might do Amazon. I don't know. I might use my income tax to go to school. And I really want to get my private investigate. I want to go back to really private investigations. And in order to do that, like I said, I have to get my peace officer certification. And in order to do that, I got to pay close to $6,000 or go to the police academy. Maybe I'll pay $6,000. Maybe I'm on the side just putting it out there. Got my own now, so United States. That's what's up. Okay, so I need help. Vents to wipe the trucks with their ass. I don't understand. Sunset. So, I don't know. I might end up, I don't know. Okay, I need to ask Barb, but she's gone now. I don't know if I should go to the police academy and just have a job as a police officer and make good money doing that, and then become a private investigator through that, and I have benefits and all of that. Or should I just get my peace officer certification by paying for it, which is about $6,000? And right, I can learn all aspects, but I gotta qualify, and I don't know if I'm gonna be qualified by the beginning of the year. I'm trying to. I am at Sunset. I never really wanted to drive this long anyway, but I realized with night, they have certain lanes, and I didn't get to go places that I really wanted to go all the time. Like with Martin, I go everywhere all the time. So it's pretty cool. Like they don't really have any lanes. They just drive. They just send you places. Maybe it's because I'm reefer or whatever, but I like it. And now I want to experience winter driving at Martin because I know that they'll send me somewhere crazy and cool, and I want to stick around for that. I don't think that I got to really experience a trucker's winter with a night. I don't think I got to experience that. They kept, every time there's a big old snowstorm or winter storm, I got sent around it or away from it. So they do give you a guaranteed 1,000 a week. That's another reason why I came with Martin, because of the guaranteed. Who's saying it's snowy tonight? I gotta stay on the truck until I get everything that I need. I just thought there were like mud flaps randomly on the ground. I just realized this right now. They're drainage gutter drain thingies with little things around them. They look like mud flaps. I know you don't need to spend money on it. I just have to lose weight and qualify to go to the police academy, which is proving very hard right now for me. So I don't know. The reason why I said I would spend money on it is because to get your peace officer certification, you got to go to the police academy, but you don't necessarily have to be a police to go to the police academy. And if I have my peace officer certification, I'm pretty much basically a cop without working for a police department. So I can do my own thing, right? I can go and do my own shit. This is gonna be bothersome. That won't work. Basically I'm freelance. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna usually have fun when I'm driving in the road. This is not fun. I'm chained up. So I've chained up before. I have no problem chaining up. Other trucking you might do. Anyway, you might probably work for a little company. Once you get diesel in your blood, you can't get it out. So whenever you quit, you're waiting for the truck again shortly afterwards. I know. I bet I would too. Let's see if I can make it. I'm too lazy to get up. Would that work? No. What up, Derek? Y'all just gotta deal with the glare. Sorry. What? That'd be fucking cool as shit if I was on live PD. I love fucking live PD. Starches like bread and pasta eat rough. I do. I'm going back to that right now. Stood. Oh, it's because of that. My bad. I wonder how bad that glare is gonna mess up. But so I want to go to law school. I want to go to law school, but I can't go to. I'm not going to go to law school until my kids are, my kids are out of school. You're welcome, Cornelius. And I'm on a keto diet, so keto diet, fat diet, and fasting. That's what I'm doing. But okay, so I want to go to law school, but I'm not going to go until I have money saved in the bank. I've studied for my LSAT, so I can sit for the LSAT and get a high-ass score so I can get a scholarship, because without that, I can't go to law school. So once I do go to law school, I need my scholarship money to live on. So before I can't focus on that now. I have a lot of other stuff to focus on. Now, part of wanting to be a private investigator is because I feel like I want to hire a private investigator for every case that I get as an attorney, because you just get so much evidence that you normally wouldn't get just listening to police investigators and shit like that. You have your own independent private investigator. If I learned how to be a private investigator myself, then I don't have to worry about hiring one. Because what if I work for, like, I want to do the public defender's office. What if I go to the public defender's office and they don't have a private investigator on their staff and there are no funds for a private investigator? I have to do it on my own. That didn't work. That didn't work. I can take classes online for private investigation, but it costs money. Well, no, not private investigation. Law, I don't want to do legal classes online. That would never, ever happen. I don't want to do bounty hunting. But either way it goes, any type of job like that in Texas, private investigation, bounty hunter, police officer, those high-level jobs, you have to have a peace officer certification. If you want to be a security guard without a gun, you have to get your security guard certification. If you want to be a security guard with the gun, you have to get your commissioned officer certification. All of that goes through the Department of Criminal Justice in Texas. It's stupid. Like, you can't have any type of sort of kind of any ounce of any type of law enforcement, anything, without a certification in Texas. So I don't have my network out here. My network is in Vegas. I could work for the public defender's office like that with no problem and be good, but I moved to Houston and I kind of regret it in the aspect of my career. I know once I get my certifications, then I will feel better, like I'll do better, but it's gonna take time and money. Like I said, peace officer certification is at the police academy or pay for it, and it's $3,000 for the actual course, but I have to buy my own gear, my own tactical belt, my own weapons, my own vest, everything that a police officer will wear. I have to buy that. The gun itself and all that shit costs money. So then I can do a security guard, but they don't make enough for me. Commissioned officer doesn't make enough for me. I'm used to making at least $1,000 a week. I don't know if they'll make at least $1,000 a week, so I don't want to do that. And then private investigator, you need your peace officer certification. Paralegal, you need a paralegal certification. Lawyer, you need to have a JD. So either way it go, it's going to take time, money, and schooling to do it. And now what I'm doing is just trucking to get there. I'm using trucking as an avenue to get to that next level, which sucks. And I feel like trucking will get me there eventually. Do you know I'm craving macaroni and cheese right now, y'all? I can't have no macaroni, but I want some so bad. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is, no, that's carbs. Can't have no mac and cheese until I find some keto friendly pasta. Then I can do it. No, I'm not Spanish. If I had some keto friendly pasta, I found keto friendly cereal. I made some fudge out of almond flour and chocolate, dark chocolate. I'm allowed to have dark chocolate without sugar. And then I had to put Splenda in it, an egg. It was good, but I didn't put enough sugar, so it was kind of nasty, but I'll make it again. It's going to have, so, I don't even think I can eat crab legs. I am Creole, white, and Indian. Yes, I am biracial. I can have shrimp, fish, tilapia, salmon is big for the keto diet. Chicken, steak, leafy green vegetables, eggs, cheese, butter, asparagus. I hate asparagus. Avocado. I hate avocado. I don't like sweet and low. You can't have regular sugar. You can't have molasses. You can't have sugar cane. So I have no choice. And I don't like the yellow. I don't like the pink sugar. I don't like the blue sugar. I only like the yellow sugar. It's artificial, but hey, when I have a sweet tooth, that does the trick. So that does the trick for me. But right now, I want some steak and macaroni and cheese, which I'm probably not going to be able to get. So I have the steak. I just don't have the macaroni. I'm so craving carbs right now. I want to make some rice, and I want to put American cheese in the rice and mix it up and make cheese rice. Oh, that sounds so good. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you fucking do it. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Let's talk about something else. I drove through the clouds today. That was pretty cool. Literally, I drove through the clouds. I think I took a picture of it too. Catfish is hideous. What are you talking about? They're bottom feeders. Ew. Ew. They fucking feed on the bottom of the ew. I don't know where tilapia feed, but I know catfish feed on the bottom, and they're fatty, and ugh. I don't like catfish. If I eat catfish, and I hardly like tilapia, like, you know, the tilapia, you got the two pieces, you got the thick piece side, and you got the thin side. It's like, I like the thin side. I never had farm-raised catfish. That might be good. If it was farm-raised, I might eat it. But, ew. They even look nasty. I don't even want to think about fish, because fish look nasty. They look unappealing. I don't want to eat them. But, this is going to be really contradictory, but those Mexican fish, when you go to a Mexican restaurant and they serve you the fish on the plate, that shit look good as fuck. I know it's good. Because when I was a kid and I went to school, I was in school, where we read a book about a whale and a little boy or something. All I remember about is when he was eating the blubber, or maybe it was Castaway or something. I don't remember. Something. They was eating blubber, whale blubber, and I envisioned it. I don't think that'll be ever good, ill, but I just think about opening the fish and eating the fish out of its shell or out of its skin. I don't know. I have some mackerel back there though. What up, Southside? Ooh, shit. Okay, I'm about to go. My OmniTrack's just shut down. It is fat. I'm about to make some mackerel patties. Maybe not though, because the canned mackerel, the can, like their big can, does it have bones in it? So I have to discard the bones. I don't want to do all that on the truck. But I have tuna. I can make tuna patties. It does. I love sardines. God, I love sardines with mustard and hot sauce. Farm raised, basically cloned, wild caught is you tamper with. Edible bones. Ew. Nah. Y'all make me not want no fucking fish, man. I do want some sardines though. Shut up with the fucking bones, man. I don't want to. That's just. No. This isn't okay. Well, I'm glad you said that. So now I'm not craving whatever else I was just talking about. Sheesh, golly. Oh my gosh. No, I don't eat the bones of a sardine. When I was a kid, I used to, but not anymore. I used to eat a lot of shit when I was a kid. Like, for example, when I eat chicken, I have to pull the veins out. No matter what chicken I'm eating, I have to pull the veins out. When I was a kid, I ate all that shit. Alligator sausage? Ew. No. I would not try alligator. It's not gonna ever happen. How do you make gravy without flour? No chitlins, nope. I used to eat chitlins when I was little, but not anymore. But look, y'all, how do you make gravy without flour? Because what if I want to make smothered chicken? All the parts about the gravy are good for me, but I can't have flour. You can't. Shit. What about almond flour? I have almond flour. Can you use that? Would it taste good? I wonder how that tastes. Why can't you? I'm scared to try it. I only got a little teeny bag of almond flour. I want some gravy. Everything comes with rice though. Smothered chicken and rice. Salmon patties, mackerel patties, and rice. Shrimp and rice. Or all of that can go with grits, which I can't have either. I shouldn't have ate that ice cream today. I'm fucking my diet. Now I'm craving shit that I'm not supposed to have. If I don't hurry up and eat, I'm going to crave too much and I'm going to break my diet for real, for real. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go. I gotta go pee and I gotta use a fucking porta potty. No, I'm not getting on a different diet. I like this diet. I lost 15 pounds in 15 days on this diet. I would have lost more if I would have stayed on it, but I went home to Houston and intentionally got off the diet. I was doing great. I intentionally got off the diet and now I regret all of that. So I want to do it all over again. And I want to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Probably 45 days maybe. Because I'm not fully going fully keto. I still have a little bit of carbs in my diet, but not enough to where I like totally blow up from it. So, nah, I'm not going on another diet. Prayers for Houston. Yep. So, I'm gonna make some fried cabbage to eat with my steak. And I had cauliflower rice. I don't have any on the truck with me right now though. But I need to find something to put cheese on because I need some cheese. I can't have macaroni and cheese. I can't have cheese rice. Fried is no good. No, it's not. I'm using, so with the keto diet, you have to use clarified butter or regular butter. I'm gonna chop up some green onions and put it in some clarified butter or MCT oil. I don't have that with me, it's at home. And then I'm gonna fry my cabbage in that. And it's not a lot, you put like a couple of teaspoons. And you know, you fry it in a pan instead of putting it in water. It's not bad at all, it's actually healthy and it tastes great. But I want something with cheese so bad. What can I put with cheese? Okay, so I have tuna. This is what I have on my truck. I have tuna. I have mackerel. I have cabbage. I have rotisserie chicken strips. I have roast beef. I have steak. That sounds bomb, Clarence. I have green beans. I have bacon and I have eggs. Maybe I'll eat cheese eggs. Yeah, okay, so I'll eat cheese eggs with steak and cabbage. That's my 3-course my 3-course meal. Oh my gosh. Put the cheese on a mackerel. I don't think cheese and fish go together. I don't think that goes together. I don't know about that. What the fuck? So my Omnitrac's shut off. And it didn't come back on. What's happening? That's what I mean. Cheese, eggs, cabbage, and steak. I'd be so sad if eggs made me sick. Oh, I'm sad as fuck. Now it's coming back on. So it's kind of like breakfast, kind of like dinner-ish. What do you call breakfast and dinner? It's not brunch because that's breakfast and lunch. So what's breakfast and dinner? Brenner? Cheese and fish go together. McDonald's with the fish fillet. That's true. That's true. I don't have any cauliflower though. Oh my gosh, I would love them. Oh, I love cauliflower and broccoli. It's so good. But I can't. I don't have any right now. I am at Freightliner. I'm not by a store, so. But anywho, I'm gonna go because I have to pee. Oh God. Don't they have a driver's lounge inside Freightliner? There's a Chevron over here. I can drop my trailer and go to the Chevron, but then I might lose my trailer. Cause I'm like, I normally probably would use the porta potty, but since I want to cook after I use the porta potty, I don't necessarily want to use the porta potty. I just feel like there's just too many germs on me. Yep, Freightliner in Washington. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the driver's lounge. And they're like, can't, if you're not a customer. I'm like, but I'm a girl. They're not gonna say nothing to me. I think I'll be good. Oh, remember I said that I was gonna be using my new headset? I have been using it. Really? I didn't know that. I've been using my headset. So this piece goes over my ear in a way that I can literally hear everything. So I've been using this because it just doesn't get in the way and I forget that I have it on. I haven't used the other part of it when it goes behind my neck. I probably could. Let's see. Maybe I can put it like that, huh? Without having to use the other part. Putting the other one on. I don't. What would I order from Uber Eats though? I don't know what I would want. Now I would probably have to have the other piece that goes around my ear. That goes around my ear. I don't feel like changing the pieces out. So I do like this headset. I just don't like changing the pieces out. Give me my truck number. We got a whole entire parking lot back here. We lease this lot from Freightliner. So I think they'll let me use their bathroom. Because I'm like, but it's nasty. It's gross. No, I don't like that either. Let's see. For Uber Eats. Oh. Not giving you my truck number, dude. I will tell you this. I am parked in the front. I'm the only Martin truck here. In the front row. Say that. I'm parked in front of the porta potty. I'm parked in front of the front row, and I can see every car and truck that comes in here. Yeah, you can tell it's that. You can tell Uber Eats that it's the first truck that you see we pull in. So, but what I ordered? Let's plan food joints. There's a mall south of there. Yeah, I'm not driving anywhere. I started doing this video. Okay, I'll tell them. How would I tell them? What you want me to? Wait, are you paying for this or am I paying for this? Just got a text message from my daughter. She's in drama, and she has shows coming up, and I'm not gonna be. I might be there. I might be there for the shows, October 4th, because he said that he's gonna get me a load from where I said I was going, Missouri. No. Minnesota. From Minnesota to Houston. So hopefully I'll make it there in time. Good night, Edward. I'm gonna leave out of here at 6 a.m. I gotta go though, because I'm starting to get a migraine and I need to eat because it's not gonna be a good thing. And I will talk to y'all later. I might do a video in Montana. Maybe. Thank you, Clarence. I wanted to do a video sooner than this video, but I was in a really bad mood for like 3 or 4 days. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Like I had nothing positive to say at all whatsoever, period. So so sorry it took so long to do this video, but I will try to do a video in Montana so I can give y'all the view. I might post the Snoqualmie Pass or whatever. It's just like 3 minutes or less probably of that video, but it's so beautiful. And that's it. I gotta go because I gotta return the phone call that I had earlier, and I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna make some food and go to bed. I think I might. I'm happy. I had signal, but I just didn't want to go live because I was already driving, so I'm just. When does Grey's Anatomy come on? Did it come on already? What's today? Did Grey's Anatomy come on last night? Oh, Grey's Anatomy came on. We'll be happy. Oh my gosh. That's my favorite show. I think it said September 24th. But today's Tuesday, and Grey's Anatomy doesn't usually come on Tuesdays. Doesn't it come on Sundays or Wednesdays? Or where's Barb at when I need her? She would know. Or Thursdays. Didn't Grey's Anatomy come on Thursdays? Because How to Get Away with Murder came on after that. And then Scandal came on after that, but they took Scandal off. I love Grey's Anatomy, y'all. Oh my God. Wait, no. Tonight, I think Live Rescue comes on. I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna go because I have to watch my shows while I'm watching TV. That even makes sense. I have to watch my shows while I'm cooking. And yeah. So I'm gonna go use the bathroom, then I'm gonna go cook. I wonder if, see, Wilson Logistics is right here. What if I just walked in there, pretend like I was a driver and went to their driver's lounge? That'd be fucked up, huh? They'll see me with the headset on, they know I'm a driver. I don't think anybody would say too much of anything to me. I hate staying in places like this. Because it's always porta potties. I want to go in there. Freightliner seems so far away. I watch on cell phones too, but I've downloaded Showbox and I downloaded Tarium TV because it's back. Fucking love Tarium TV. And then I have Hulu Live, and then through Hulu Live I can watch all the other TV shows or networks or something like that. But okay, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to y'all later, and we shall chop it up. I'll keep y'all updated on the trial. Okay? Bye.